I supposed to already been doing some things, but you know, it's just like, wow, maybe it's just a test for me to see what I'm gonna do. But I said, Lord, I don't understand the test. Let me get something to wipe myself off, because I'm just pouring down here. See, the weather changed so much, and I had on like a hoodie or something like that, and it was cool in one spot and then warm in the other spot. So it's that season for it. But yeah, I know. Drop me some comments, y'all. Drop me some comments. Like I said, I might do some editing with this video, so I'm gonna try to get these curse words off the video, because it's just like, all right, but it might take away from the video. So if I leave it in there, I don't need the oh my goodness and Christian boy, I don't even need that, because if y'all saying that, maybe one out of a gajillion people ain't never said a curse, which no, it's not gonna no. The only person that probably didn't say a curse down here was Jesus, or some people before the time where we didn't have certain words that matched up to it. But yeah, that's just this is, I can't even say this is how I'm feeling. This is how the day is going, and it's not even 1 o'clock. When they have it, I don't even think it was 12 o'clock. And the only reason probably why something was said, because when I came back, I was on foot instead of rolling, and it was like I said, it was because I had the stuff with me, and of course, when I don't bring the big bag, the duffel bag and all that, and I'm not even mad. I'm just stating the fact. I'm not mad because I got a few things that I want. I got like some milks and stuff, but when I don't bring like the extra bags, then here come all the stuff. When I bring, I say, okay, I'm gonna bring the little bag. I have one book bag and the other bag, and then here come all the stuff. I say, see, you talking about when, people talking about winning. You can't. I ain't even. We gonna keep seeing winning. We just gonna take it. If it's this way, then that's what it's gonna be. That's just what it is. Yeah. Cause I normally would zoom back. I wouldn't even, it was because, see, this is this how I know it's a test. This is what a test was. It's because I couldn't zoom back. You see what I'm saying? I had to on foot with it. You see, if I would have flew right past him, I probably would have heard something. But and here's another thing. Here's another thing. I'm really trying not to talk to y'all about this stuff, but here's another thing. Like, why, man, why do people keep asking me? Everybody else is like, I see people, because my sickles still gotta be fixing things like that, but. I see people flying, 40 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, 20. They flying down the street. And nobody don't ask them, is it electrical or whatever it is. And I'm just like, like this was this a minute ago, but I'm just curious about that too. Like, why is it such a big thing? It ain't like electricity hasn't been around. For me, that's an old idea. I've been seeing that happen. I just didn't know why they didn't do it earlier. If you think about it. All right, this was probably around like, I want to say like 94, 95, right? And I'm thinking, well, it's electricity in cars. So why haven't they, put it to other stuff, like bikes and stuff? I don't know why they did that. I never understood that, but it's I mean, they had the gears and stuff like that, but I guess mainly everybody was driving, which is true. A lot of people were driving, but I never understood why they. I never understood when the bike came out, stuff like that, why they didn't start doing that earlier. I never got that. But I mean, it is what it is. It ain't like, when it came out, I wasn't like, oh, for me, for some people it's different. For me, I was like, oh my goodness, they came out with the electric. That's, to me, that's old technology. Man, it's really, really old technology, but that I'm not getting to that right now. I'm not even talking about that. That's another story for something else, way, way down the line. If I ever get into that, because I'm not even talking about that. But I'm talking about, like, as far as that being electrical, the cars that we have had electricity and batteries and stuff like that. The same thing. Oh, that's all they're doing. They hook it up like it did the car. I just didn't know why it wasn't happening earlier. I didn't get that, but I don't know why people are amazed when I have it, or when I don't have it. Like, it's not, maybe y'all can explain it to me, but it's not for me. It's something, but when you're used to, like, working, driving, stuff like that, we're used to that. Then it is something, but it's nothing at the same time. You see what I'm talking about? Because you already been driving, stuff like that. So then it's almost like a downgrade. But I mean, it's still something. You see what I'm saying? But when you think about it, it's nothing. But of course it's something. Of course it's a blessing, all that good stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe people just need something to say. Maybe they're curious. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Um, but like I said, I'm really supposed to be doing some other stuff. Uh, Supposed to been a few people coming over and help me out with some other videos. So I do apologize for that, because it might not be happening exactly in the way, but I'm definitely I'm gonna do something. I already done planned out some stuff and was doing some stuff. I'm gonna do something. Um, I mean, but it's just those are just some of the things, man. Some of the things that, I see. I just brush the stuff off my shoulder, for real, for real. I just brush it off, like, when they ask me that, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, why are you asking me? I don't know what. I just don't. Maybe it's just me. You see somebody riding a bike and they going, like a little fast. That would automatically have you to think that that's an electrical bike if it's going fast like that. And I'm doing the minimal pedaling. That's an automatic thing. Some people say, "Yeah, I know, man. I got it. They're probably saying it right now while I'm doing this video. I got it, yeah." But maybe it's not an automatic thing, and I got to just think like everybody. Maybe everybody don't know. That might be what it is. Maybe y'all let me know. Whether they, people know or don't know, or however that works. I mean, I just, I don't know. Everybody, see, I don't know. Everybody's so amazed when I do stuff. And it said, well, you got a light that's so bright. And I said, well, that's fine. But the stuff that I'm doing is, to me, it's not even bright. Like, it's regular stuff. A bike is a regular. I see kids with better bikes than I got. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could see if it was real. It's not even really jazzed up. I see people flying down, going to work and different stuff like that in the morning with bikes that are much better than mine. Flying down the street. So I don't understand why sometimes people are so amazed by it. Like, they are so just like, I'm like, why are you so amazed by this piece of machinery? That's okay. Let me put it this way. That's like, you see